All right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this live call about coaching. What is it all about? So me and Michelle are going to talk to you about all what coaching is for us and what it could potentially be for you. Thank you for taking the time to join us, and we're going to jump right in. So, I'm Melanie. I've been a coach for about 3 months now, and it's really helped me develop as a person, and it's helped me touch so many people's lives, and I'm going to go into more detail about that. Michelle is a new coach who signed up just about a month ago now, and she's going to jump in later and give you her perspective on coaching as someone who is building her business while she works full-time. So she can give you a different perspective than I can. So I'll talk to you a little bit about me. So since I was a kid, basically, I felt really overweight. I compared myself to all of the other girls and boys since that age. So growing up this way, always, just basically looking at others and saying, oh, I don't look like them, I don't feel like them, it led me to develop a lot of body issues. So as a teenager, I was really desperate to lose weight. But I told no one, because when you're a teenager in high school, it's not cool to talk about your weight loss journey. It's not something you talk about. So I told no one knew. And since I had no support, I kind of fell into some really bad habits. And it took me a really long time to realize that I didn't need to do that to be healthy or to be the best version of myself. So it took me a long time to come at peace with my body issues. And it took me a long time to undo the damage that I did to myself. If we fast forward about 3 years, I graduated from university. I took French literature, and I was really excited to, jump into a new program into translation, because I don't know if you're from Canada, but Canada has 2 official languages. And if you're a translator, you're pretty much guaranteed a job, and a really good paying job. So when I started my new program in translation, I was super excited, but then 7 weeks into the program, I was really bored. So I thought I had it all figured out, but I realized that I have no love for this. I don't feel like I can create, because all I was doing is translating other people's words. I wasn't really able to contribute my own input into anything. And creativity is really important for me. And also, I could go hours without saying a word and no one would notice. And that's really the opposite of my personality. I'm someone who loves to talk and loves to interact with people. So I found that I needed more out of life. I needed just a different career path. I needed something that was going to really fulfill me as a person. So I quit school, and I decided that I was going to take as much time as possible to find what worked for me. Now, it really didn't take that long, because for a long time I had been following my friend and now coach on social media. And we actually knew each other in real life too. And I was seeing what she was doing, and I didn't really understand, but I knew that it appealed to me, and I knew that it seemed like something that could make me really happy. So I reached out to her. And to be completely honest, before I even, signed up, I knew I wanted to sign up, because I knew what coaching was about. After doing some research and after talking to her, I realized that I could be the supportive person that I needed when I was trying to lose weight. I could be the person who would keep others accountable and keep other people healthy, and in a really healthy way they could lose weight. So I not only decided to sign up as a coach for that, but I also wanted to be the designer of my own life. I wanted to be able to control if I felt like what I felt like doing that day, and how many people I was going to talk to, and how many people I was going to impact, and what kind of energy I was going to convey. No one was going to tell me what to do. So I signed up as a coach, and I started my passion-centered business. So that's a little bit about me. So you're probably wondering, okay, I know you're a coach and I know why you're a coach, but what is a coach? So I can kind of tell you what a coach isn't. So a coach is not a fitness expert. A coach is not a personal trainer, a nutritionist, or not even necessarily at their goal weight. Beachbody gives you the tools prepared by fitness experts, personal trainers, nutritionists, and people who are at their goal weights. You don't need to be that person. You just need to be someone who has flaws, so someone who is relatable, someone that someone wouldn't be afraid to reach out to, someone who values their health and wellness. So that's something that's really important to you, and maybe you want it to be important to you, but it's not yet. Someone who really wants to succeed, someone who wants to help others, has motivation, drive, and vision, and someone who leads by example. So you would be able to lead this really healthy and positive life so that others would be really, really appealed by that and want to join you and want to reach out to you. So a way that I like to explain coaching to some people is in a really cool way. You get to be someone's personal cheerleader. You get to be there for them when they need you, when they're really, really excited about an accomplishment, and you get to cheer them up when they've had a bad day and they just don't want to take care of themselves. You get to be the person that says, hey, when you love yourself, you cannot be unhealthy. If you really care, you're going to put in the work and you're going to feel awesome. So you get to be their personal cheerleader, and that's a really, really good feeling. So now you understand what a coach isn't and what a coach is, but what does a coach do? So a coach does a lot of different things. So on the daily, something that a coach will do is share their life in order to inspire others and spread positivity. So you'll do that through social media. You'll share just a picture of a really healthy breakfast you had and how that's really something that makes you feel good. Or you took a nice nature walk and how you took the time to be alone and just to take care of yourself. You share your workout, just little things that will really inspire people. People will eventually look forward to your posts and eventually even reach out to you. So something that coaches do monthly is run online fitness and support groups. So I'll go into more detail a little bit later, but that's something that you do in order to provide community and accountability for people who are looking for support. So you can also provide one-on-one support for your clients through just, messaging, just saying hey, how's your day going? So providing them support and motivation. And a really, really fun part of the business is being able to mentor other people who are just like you and who really feel like they want more out of their life, who want to have a positive impact on people. So you get to, show them what the business is about and maybe even welcome them into your team. So that's a little bit what coaches do. There's a lot more, but just to give you, a broad overview of what it's like, that's kind of what it is. So right now, I've been in your shoes. I've been really curious about what Beachbody coaching was all about, and I've had a lot of questions. And I think that I know what questions you have, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer them right now. So you're probably wondering what is a challenge group? So I just mentioned those the last slide. So challenge groups are something that you will set up on Facebook. So it's a secret or closed Facebook group where you will invite the people who will get a program from you. So they're your clients. You'll put them in that group, and they will have a community of people there who are living the same experience as them. So they're feeling really, really comfortable with these people because everyone can really relate to one another. In order to give these groups structure, you're going to give them either daily tasks or little tips, things to keep them motivated and things to remind them, hey, yeah, I decided to make a commitment to myself and I'm not going to quit because everyone here is here for me. You can provide them meal plans and tips and recipes and lots of great things that you feel that could really improve their life. So that's kind of how they work. There's a lot more to it, but the fun thing about putting together a challenge group is that your coach and your team will help you with that. There's already templates ready for that. You just kind of add your personal touch to it and make your own, and that's as easy as that. So now you're wondering, okay, I understand what challenge groups are, but how do I find people to get into my challenge group? So it's actually really simple. at first, you're always going to want to talk to people you know. So we call this the warm market. So your family, your friends, your Facebook friends, your classmates, your coworkers, people who you talk to pretty regularly, you'll just say, hey, I'm starting this new journey and I would really, really love if you would join me. So you'll invite them to get a challenge pack or a program and join you in your challenge group. Later on, as your business grows, you build a social media following, and people are really inspired by you and want to know your secret. They're going to want to know, okay, well, she seems so happy. She seems so well with herself. What is she doing? And they're going to reach out to you. And that's another way for you to find people for your groups. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Okay, I don't want to be that person on Facebook who just spams every single Beachbody product that there is. And I totally understand that. Right now, if you go look at my Instagram or Michelle's Instagram, you will not see one Beachbody product anywhere, but they're a little bit hidden. If you look at these two pictures that are right here, they're actually two pictures of Shakeology, which is a Beachbody product. They're shakes. You make it your own. Like, we took pictures that inspired us, something that we would have shared on social media even before we were a coach, because that type of thing appeals to us. So you share what works for you. Like, this was my lunch one day and it made me feel awesome. It was a super busy day, I just shared it. So it's all about sharing. Coaching is not about selling. It's about sharing what works for you and what can work for others. So that's essentially what the difference is between the two. So now the hot topic of the evening, how much money do you make? How do you make money? Because at the end of the day, we can totally feel you on this one. We all have bills to pay and we all have big dreams and we all want to build a really, really comfortable future for ourselves. So how does this work? So Beachbody is a commission-based system. So from everything that you will sell from your website, you're going to get 25% off of that. You're going to get that commission. There are other types of ways to earn, like cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, quarterly bonuses as you grow in the business. Now, something that one of the top coaches says all the time is that your income is a direct reflection of how many people you help or how many lives you impact. So it's really a matter of, okay, how many people do I want to help? How many people can I really impact today, this month, this year? It's all about what your intentions are. It's about being helpful. And that is what can really push you through having a really successful business with Beachbody. There are lots of incentives also that the company can offer you. There's lots of different things going on that we can definitely discuss if you decide to sign up. The fun part also is having the 25% off discount. Beachbody makes awesome products that you've definitely heard of, like Insanity, P90X, the 21-day fix, and maybe you've always wanted to try it. Well, you get 25% off, and that's awesome because you get to really like be a product of the product and lead by example. So that's basically the compensation plan. And there's also other things that like you learn along the way, of course. So now I'm going to pass it off to Michelle, who is my superstar coach. She is so kind-hearted and truly, truly wants to help others, which is key in this business. In spite of working full-time, she makes this business work in the goal of going full-time as a Beachbody coach. So I'll just pass it off to her. And go ahead, Michelle.
Great. Thanks, Melanie. So here's a little bit about me. As Melanie mentioned, I've been coaching for just over a month now. I work full-time at your typical 9-to-5 office job. And before coaching, I hated working out. Growing up, I was never really small or skinny. In fact, I was your average larger kid. I never really desired to be any more active or in better shape than I was because I figured this was me and I can't change that. I struggled finding clothes that I felt comfortable in. Winter was definitely my favorite season. I could wear big sweaters that hid all my imperfections. And as I grew older, I started to kind of settle into my sense of self. I was not truly happy, but I accepted the fact that everyone has flaws, and I wasn't going to live any healthier than I already was. Because I did eat fairly healthy. I enjoyed being active outside on weekends or when I had time. I accepted my dress size, and I tried to leave the negativity and the body issues behind me, because I believe that everyone's beautiful and it's what's on the inside counts. And as much as this is so true, here's the thing. Working full-time at a job where I sit all day, it really just had me feeling unmotivated and unfulfilled. I lacked self-confidence and became very critical of my life. I thought I couldn't do or be anything better. I always knew I wanted to help and inspire others. I just didn't know how, and I often felt stuck. And then one day, it kind of just fell into place. I was on my train ride home from work, and I kind of thought, how am I expected to help and inspire others if I'm not willing to help and inspire myself? And I'm one to hate change. It scares me, but I knew I was unhappy with my current situation, and I wanted to live life to its fullest. So I asked myself, what is the one thing I can do today that will change my life for the better? Ultimately, at the end of the day, I just wanted to be happier. So I got home that night and I Googled what makes people happy. And the most common response was physical activity. And I didn't really like this idea. I thought, okay, well, let me try something else. Let me eat better than I am. Let me do more things that I love, spend more time outside. And it helped, but there was definitely something that was missing. So I decided to give exercise a try. And trust me, I hated working out. I had gone to the gyms before. I never stuck with it. I tried fitness classes, but I often kind of didn't know what to do or didn't know where to start. I felt out of place. And let's be honest, it's such a hassle to have to leave the house. And that's what's so great about Beachbody. It allows me to work out from home in my pajamas, and I kind of lost all my excuses. And ever since then, I haven't looked back. Not only am I healthier physically, but I'm healthier mentally, which has been a huge game changer for me. I feel more energized, more confident, more productive, and overall happier. So coaching has really allowed me to kind of find my calling in helping others be the best that they can be. It's just so important for me to help them find their biggest potential, because that's how I got here. I never in a million years thought I would be one to inspire others, let alone help them in their health and fitness journey. And you may not have a weight loss story, and that's okay, because this is so much more than that. Encouraging others to live a healthier lifestyle helps them kind of become more positive, stronger, more confident individuals. And I get to say that I help these individuals get to where they are today. And that, my friends, is such a wonderful feeling. So that's kind of like my story. Anything I should add?
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. It's really great to have that extra perspective. So let's keep going. So now you have this picture of what a coach can be, what it can be like to think about joining, a team. And so what do you expect from this team? So something that you don't have to expect whatsoever is a competitive environment, because joining a team will offer you support. So let's say you join and you have so many questions, because it's a little bit overwhelming at first. We'll be completely honest with you, because it's a lot of information and you really want to do well. You really want to be prepared. You can ask that question and expect an answer. You can ask that question and not expect to be bothering anyone, because we've all been there and we've all had the same question. So you can expect support and mentorship. Another thing you can expect out of all of this is friendship, because like it or not, people who become coaches are like-minded. We're all people who care about our health and fitness. We care about helping others, and we really feel that there's more out of life. We want more out of life. So we're going to get along because we have all these similar values. You can also expect really, really amazing trainings. So you can even join a training as early as February 1st. And this is something that happens very regularly. And these are trainings that are put together to make you confident in your business, even in the first week. feeling like you're really ready to talk to people about this and to put yourself out there. So again, don't expect competition, expect support, mentorship, and really, really amazing trainings. So how do you make your passion your business? So leading by example in this business, again, this is the sixth time I've said it, I'm sure, but this is the key, because relatability will make you approachable. So people really appreciate real moments. People appreciate seeing a picture of you at a low moment because they've been there, and that makes you real. That makes you feel like someone they can talk to and someone who they can relate to. So, let's say you had a really bad day and you share a picture of something that actually made you feel better about that day. People will love that. And you have to make that something that's really true to you. So when I first joined as a coach, I had this kind of weird feeling about it because Beachbody it's all about fitness. And for me, when I think of fitness, I think of a lot of negative vocabulary, a lot of negative words that people use, because it's really all about push yourself until you can't anymore. And that to me really didn't sit well with me because I have had such bad experiences with that. So I was conflicted. But then I realized that Beachbody does not impose you to do anything in any specific way. You use your approach, you use your style, you use what you believe in. So that's where I came into starting the Self-Love Club. So for me, as I've mentioned earlier, I really truly believe that if you love yourself, you cannot be unhealthy. So I use that as, the way that I approach fitness with other people. So this is one of the things you can do. Another thing you can do is really explore your interests. So for me, something that really, really is dear to my heart is the way that I eat. So I'm vegan. I eat plant-based. So I decided to start a plant-based eating group. So to show people, how does it work and what's the positive impacts it can have on you. It has nothing to do with Beachbody, but it has everything to do with me. So I decided to share what really, really made me happy. So you are able to make your passion your business and using that platform that you have with Beachbody to really convey any message that you like. So how do you sign up? You're probably wondering, what do I do now? So it's really, really simple. There's two options, and I'll be completely honest with you. The first option is signing up, and you pay a $50 coach sign-up fee. And again, I'll be really, really honest with you. This $50 does not give you any type of product or training or anything. So this just gives you like a spot in the team. The second option is your coach fee is waived, so there's no $50 fee when you purchase a challenge pack. So a challenge pack is any Beachbody fitness program of your choice with a bag of Shakeology. So this option actually gets you something for your money. Now, what kind of price are you looking at here? An example, one of the most popular programs that I always recommend coaches to buy because that way they can really relate to their clients is the 21-day fix. And when it's on sale for $140 for Americans and $160 for Canadians. So that gives you a full program and Shakeology. Yes, it is an investment. Yes, it's some money, and we totally understand that. Once again, we all have bills to pay, and right now you might not be able to afford $160 or $140, but you might be able to afford $50, and that's okay. But there is something important in getting a challenge pack because you want to have integrity and you want to be someone who sells something that they can back up. So that's basically the sign-up process. It's very, very simple, very easy. And if it's something that interests you, you can contact the coach that has invited you to watch this video, and we will walk you through that. So we want to thank you for taking the time to join us. It's really, really great for you to watch this video because you get all of this information and we're able to really share our passion with you. If you're interested in, what's next, what do I do now? Like I said, contact one of us and we'll be really, really happy to walk you through. So thank you so much again for tuning in, and hopefully we'll be in touch. Bye-bye.